2 students in this special education classroom are writing informational papers. As a pre-writing activity, they brainstorm topics of interest to them.
We're going to be doing writing today, and Luke and Matt, I have talked to you previously about trying to pick a topic that you can do your writing project on. And so I wanted to hear what some of the ideas were that you came up with. Luke, did you have any ideas that you wanted to write about?
The stunt bike one and snowboarding.
Skateboarding, stunt bike, and snowboarding. And then what were you going to try to focus on about that, Luke?
About the 3 of them. Just basically the moves and their equipment and the styles and stuff.
So your final paper is going to be like informing your reader of these things?
What what kind of stuff they're to use and how what are the harder tricks to do on all of them.
Have you thought about narrowing a focus down? What are some things that you definitely want to talk about and some of the things that you probably won't use?
Some things I probably will talk about more than likely is the stunts and the different kind of equipment they use, and some of the stuff I won't talk about is probably just like clothing or stuff like that.
So you're actually seeing a variety of activities. I am working with a diverse population of students. Their ability range is quite wide. You'll be seeing excerpts of them working with writing activities primarily, and also some reading. We'll be using some software that is specifically designed for assistive technology to enable them to write better with the disabilities that they have. Also, one of the students you will be seeing using a piece of software that helps him to read through the material to assist him in comprehension.
The teacher explains the pre-writing, writing, and post-writing processes to her 2 students who will be starting a new writing project.
Each of your activities needs to include pre-writing, then the actual writing process, and then the post-writing activities. What Luke and Matt have just done is part of the pre-writing. They've planned what it is that they want to write about. The other part that Luke needs to do that comes under pre-writing is gathering information, getting his research. Okay? Matt has gotten a little further because he already has a template or a format that he's supposed to follow, so he already knows what his categories are. And luckily for Matt, he doesn't have to do much research because his is about himself, so he knows all the information. It's already contained in his head, and he just has to be able to get it from there onto paper. Then the next part is the writing part, which is the part that you guys sometimes jump right into without doing the planning. And then the most important part probably comes after that, which would be the post-writing. What do you suppose that involves, Jess? What do you suppose would happen after things are written? What do you need to do before you turn in?
And edit stuff.
Edit? Okay, what do you mean by editing? What are you going to be doing?
Fixing the mistakes.
Okay. First you got to find them.
Yeah.
Then you got to fix them.
Students are reviewing the possible mistakes they might make while writing.
And I want you to remember, when you are writing, what are the 4 kinds of mistakes that you are probably going to be looking for the most? Luke and Matt, we went through these the other day.
Spelling, punctuation, capitalization, and I don't know the rest of it.
Very good. Do you remember that there was an acronym that we used?
Sentences, if they're...
Can you tell me, of the ones that you mentioned, Matt, already, what goes with which letter? Let's start with the C. What would the C be?
Capitalization.
Capitalization. What about the O? Any ideas there?
Organization.
That is a good idea, but that wasn't the O that we talked about. Hopefully by the time you get to proofreading, you already will have your organization. That should have been done up here, remember? Well, let's skip that one and go to P. What about P? Punctuation. What kinds of punctuation things are you going to be looking for?
Periods, commas, like everything where it needs to be. like at the intersection, if there's a, say there's a question mark on needs to be an exclamation mark and a period.
Alrighty. And how about the S?
Spelling.
Spelling. Well, that leaves the O.
Observation.
Oh, you guys are good guessers this morning, but the O is the one that you normally don't think about. And sometimes it shows in your papers. The O, and you're, as soon as I write this, you're going to remember, overall, what? Appearance.
Okay, yeah.
What did overall appearance have to do with, Luke?
Let's see, I can't remember what it looked like.
The way the whole paper looks when it's all put together.
Students will use Inspiration software to help them organize and develop their ideas. Inspiration is a visual organizer designed to outline the concepts or key ideas that the writer would like to include in his or her paper.
You're going to have to do a little bit of research on your topic yet, Luke? And are you planning on using the internet to get some more information? Do you have some information with you already that you have previously gotten? Okay. And Matt, since you already know what your outline is supposed to look like, we'll go ahead and let you start out with the Inspiration program so that you can do your organizing there, okay?
The students can also insert pictures to act as visual representatives of the main ideas of the paper.
What we need to do now, Matt, is to get those pictures in. Do you have your document out that you saved your pictures on yet, or is that still put away?
I think it's still put away.
Did you save it in your folder yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to put that away. We don't want a new document. We just want you to open up your server. We're going to take this picture out. We're going to put the other two on. And as soon as those are on, then yours is going to be finished.
So just take it. Just delete.
You want to delete the picture, okay? Not the words. Did the words go away?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what were the words for that section? Pictures to support my goal?
Yep.
You're going to have to go ahead and put in a new topic. Add topic. And put in pictures to support your goal.
After finishing the graphic organizer on the computer, the student prints it out and pieces it together to form the complete picture.
Okay, as you're doing that, Luke, has it changed any from the way you thought it was going to be when you started to the way it ended up?
A little bit, but not very much.
So what kind of changes did you find happened as you worked through your thinking process?
The way it was going to turn out, I thought it was going to turn out like a lot smaller than what it did, and then it ended up turning out way, way bigger than what I thought it would.
Does that mean you were surprised by the number of ideas you came up with as you were using the graphic organizer?
Yeah. That and some of the other stuff I have on here. Yeah.
So when it's time to start the writing process where you're actually going to sit down at the keyboard and write your paragraphs, how is this going to help you to do that?
By the ideas and stuff I have on here, because I know a lot of stuff about skateboarding and snowboarding, stuff like that, so I'll sit there and think of stuff that goes with like the subtopics and write it, just type it down what I think would go good with it.
Can you see how this would help you to do some writing for some other purposes besides just assignments?
Yeah.
What other things might you be able to use this for?
To find out information about the sports and other stuff that deals with it.
If you had another couple of hours, would you do any more with this?
Yeah.
What else would you like to see happen with this diagram you've made?
Probably I'd make it a lot bigger and make a lot more subtopics on it. I'd find out a lot more stuff on the topics than what there is now for the subtopics. Like I'd find out some about the tricks and clothing and everything else on it. and what they use and what it costs, or what kind of stuff they use and how much it costs to get into the sport and everything like that.
The students are using CoWriter software to help them write their essays. CoWriter is a writing assistant. It predicts what words the writer wants by the first few keys typed by displaying a screen with 2 to 9 words to choose from and then saying those words out loud. Hearing the words helps the students make the correct selection.
Go ahead and start it that way and see if you can find the word you're looking for.
Every, early, ever, each,
Do those sound like the sound you're looking for? Listen to the beginning of those words.
and, ever, each, ever, even,
Do any of those E sounds have the ah? No? What other vowel could you try? You tried an E, you tried an I, you tried an O. What does that leave? There's 2 others left.
You.
until, unless, using, usually, using,
Using.
You were,
Yeah, I could use that.
weren't you trying to find the word all?
usually,
Okay, does using start with the same sound as all?
No.
Well, you've used a U.
A. That's also.
A's the only one you haven't used. Better try an A then.
and, a, also,
Getting close. Let's look at the rest of your choices.
round,
All. I could put EA on the end of it.
Listen to that.
all,
All. I.
Read. What was the rest of your sentence?
and, it, also,
Also.
a, and,
Greg, did you forget what you wanted your sentence to say?
I wanted it. I write with a pencil all day.
Did you find all?
Yeah.
Can you use it then?
Yeah.
Why don't you select it?
it, all,
Okay, now what's your next word?
Day.
How does it begin?
D.
dangerously, dark, dance, dancing, day,
All day.
day,
Would that be the end of your sentence?
Yeah.
Can you put a period there and listen?
write with a pencil all day.
Is that what you like? Okay, you got your first word used.
The students finish their essays with the help of Ultimate Reader. This software reads the typed material so the student may hear it and find possible mistakes.
Now listen again for 3 changes.
Matt Carter set about his new job with great energy. He helped to set up a democratic government headed by a prime minister. But he longed for
That would be one. You can stop it if you want right now to get that one.
so he used the emperor, as well as the new government, to help to
Okay, where was the one you said is 1?
Well, that one would be 1 too. That one, the government.
Okay, he helped set up a democratic government. If you don't want to type that all in, can you think of another way you can get it down there?
Yeah, paste.
Well, let's do
Copy.
some, yeah, we can copy and paste. So copy the part that you want copied and paste it down, and then you don't have to spend all that time typing.